Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for being patient. For some reason, my phone didn't let me log into my scheduled live. I don't know why that happened. And then I had to just restart the whole thing. So I'm so sorry for that. Hi, Kim. Okay. Yes, I know. No. Okay, I'm all set now. It's all good. Okay, thank you, guys. Okay. I was already nervous and then I freaked out when this happened. But yes, all good now. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Sonika. Okay, so before I actually begin, hi, Carrie. Hi, Marita. I'm just quickly saying hi. Now, in yesterday's video, where we were doing this YouTube hop, thanks to Tiffany, I had mentioned about showing you all a different way of documenting memories on a shadow box. So I quickly thought that I'll share that with you all before I begin my project today. Oh, Karen, I've asked my brother to go and post the link of this live on the other video so that people who are waiting can come back. Okay, thank you, Nikki. And you do realize I made you an admin here. Okay, so coming back, so this was a shadow box I'd created a while ago, and I just quickly wanted to show you how effective it is to document memories where you can just use mini photographs, write a little journal a little, and then just use pegs to get all the pictures in place. So this was a quick idea that I thought I'd share it with you all before I begin my project for today. So that aside now, today I decided I'd like to create a traditional scrapbooking layout, but I had this very quirky idea in mind, and I'll share where I get my inspiration from. So as you all know, Nunika and me, we have uh, this Instagram account called Nomadic Soul Diaries, and every month we have a new challenge for people. And this month, this is the mood board, that's the palette, basically the color palette, where we're required to use a minimum of 3 colors. And this month, either create a layout or a canvas. And the core inspiration is try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. And the mandatory element is art pebbles. So I was really inspired by this mood board of ours, and I thought it would be a good idea to use this to create my layout today. So my brother's sharing the link to the Nomadic Soul account in case you'd like to participate in the challenge. And so inspired by this, what I thought I'd do was, so firstly actually when I read the quote which said try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud, I could only think of Nunu and me, which is, I don't know, natural for me, funny for people, but yes, that was my first association, and then how we began Nomadic Soul Diaries. And so I decided that I'm going to use a picture of ours that we had clicked when we began Nomadic Soul Diaries, but I've already destroyed it a bit because I'm going to cut and use it. So that's the idea and inspiration behind my project, my layout today. So then when I thought of rainbows and our relationship and our friendship, it took me to Alice in Wonderland, and I decided that I'd like to create a little tea party layout with us here. So that's the theme and that's the idea that I have in mind, and I think it's a perfect way to also just document our friendship and relationship. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm using this collection by Kaisercraft called High Tea, and they have these lovely pastel tones and shades of pinks and aqua which match the color palette this month, like the pastel color palette tone. And so I thought this would be the perfect collection for me to use. And they come with this sticker sheet which helps me add my elements. Apart from that, I also have these die cut elements which I can use to layer in between. What I've also done is I've cut out this doily using primer dies from a piece of paper here, and so that's a little prep work that I had to do before I really began. So let me just put all my papers aside, and I'll just keep my sticker sheet here because that's what I'm going to use. And I created a stack of teacups with our pictures. So that's a look at how I'm using our pictures today. Using this stamp set that I have of these beautiful teacups. And this is super easy. I've just stamped it on some white cardstock, and I'm using Distress inks today. So all the supplies will be listed in the description box below. But I've just used 3 shades of pink to stamp my teacups, and then I've just, so I've not yet glued anything down. So what I've done is I've just cut a slit here near the mouth of the cup so I can insert it. Yes, no, that's you and me. So I can insert one teacup into the other and then insert our pictures inside. And this just gives me this idea of this bonkers teacup party in Wonderland where everything is rainbow and sprinkles and just fun. So that's my idea today. And now to begin with, I've just cut another piece of paper to layer, and I'm going to use my tool to just sort of distress the edges a little bit. Okay, so that done, I'm just going to also tear it up a bit at places. And today I'm not using textures, so not too much of the bulky mixed media stuff. I'm just keeping it flat but adding dimensions and depth in terms of my paper layers. And I saw Karen somewhere, so hi Karen. Hi Karen, hi Karen, hi Carrie, everybody, hi Mary. So that, and I'm quickly going to distress it a little bit with my Distress Oxide Cracked Pistachio, because this is going to bring in that contrast color from the color palette. And I'm just doing it very randomly, not everywhere. What I'm actually going to do is just add a little bit of this stamping. So I'm going to use this stamp with black archival ink. Hi Carolyn, hi Lynette. Everybody joining in, hi Penny. Everybody who's joining in, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here. So I'm just going to, before I really glue down this layer, I'm just going to add a little stamping so it peeks through from underneath. So now I want this layer here, and what I'm going to do is pull out this beautiful lace sticker from the sheet and add it underneath for a nice border. So I'm not really gluing it down yet. I just want to see if that's where I want it, and then I can push it down in place. So that done, I quite like my second layer here, and I'm just going to use some tacky glue and glue this down. Okay, next up I also have this scrap piece of vellum, which again I've just torn at the edges, and I want to use it to add just this beautiful translucent layer before I begin my actual focal point layering. So I'll quite like how that looks, but I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the black stamping there so that it kind of shows through my translucent vellum layer. Just a little. And I can put this aside. And I have some tiny pieces of chipboard which will help me just sort of add depth to this particular piece of vellum, and I'll anyway cover them up with my layering elements later, so it wouldn't really matter if they are visible right now. I'm just going to use tacky glue because that's what I have right now, but I was also thinking if it would be a good idea to use double-sided tape, tacky tape, right? Yeah. I'm just now going to begin my layering, but before that, because I love splatter, I have 3 colors from Lindy's: T-Bird Turquoise, Plumeria Pink, and Ramblin' Rose Pink, that I'm going to use to add a little splatter here and there, because later this is going to be a difficult task. Now I'm going to play around, but before that I need to glue my teacups, so let's do that. And now so basically, like I told you, it's a fun quirky idea, and I'm using all these elements like flowers and also, I don't know if I showed you guys, so the collection comes with these chipboard elements as well, and they are also fun to add in between. So I'm just going to see where I want to add what, and I'm going to color everything with distress inks and oxides today. Also, what I've done is fussy cut a few of these flowers from the paper in the collection. So that's a look at the paper, and I just cut them out because it's always helpful to have some of these fussy cut elements handy when layering. So that goes there, and I'm just going to now pick up. So yes, I wanted to use this tea bag, which is really adorable, adding it there because it also has a good coat sentiment. So I guess somewhere there, I like the look of it there. And I have these macaroons from the collection, so it's actually a proper hilarious tea party. And I wanted to use this quote to title it, where Alice tells Mad Hatter that where he says, "Am I mad? Am I going bonkers?" And she says we are all bonkers, and that's what makes us the best people, something like that. So I couldn't get that ready, so I'm going to go Once I'm done with the live, I'll print it out or type it and add that as my title for this layout. I want to use this mandala chipboard, so I'm just going to go in with this cracked pistachio distress oxide. Yes, we are all mad here, yeah. You believe it, Nikki? I believe you too. So yeah, yes, aren't those macaroons cute? I mean, this some of their collections, Kaiser Crafts collections, are so adorable and cute, and it's always good to have that entire kit together for such projects. Especially imagine if you're working on an album. There'd be so many elements to sort of use and create the pages of the album. So I've just gone in with my blending tool, colored that MDF element there. There's this cute cupcake, so I think it's a good idea to color them too. So for that, I'll go in with the pinks. Pink would be more like a cotton candy or a strawberry flavoring. And I want to add the teapot on top, which makes it look like Momo is pouring into my teacups, and I just find it even more funny. So that looks good to me so far, and I think before I lose this arrangement, I'm going to glue it down. That does the trick of covering those messy chipboard pieces there. Nikki, this was the spot of the unicorn. You want cake? Okay. That cake. Okay, yeah, look, that looks good. Do you like that? Shall I glue that down there? Then it looks like you're eating cake. What do you think? What do you enjoy, Karen? If not donuts and cupcakes? Okay, I just grabbed this sequence here, which is in the colors that I'm using today. So I'm just going to drop it down here on my work surface, which is the easiest thing to do always, and use the back of a paintbrush, my dirty paintbrush, and I'll just add a little sequence here and there. That splatter already does look good, and I think I could do with a little more splatter. So for that, what I'll do is just use this piece, cover my pictures, go in with the Ramblin' Rose Pink, so I can continue that later, but I'm just going to bring this up and show it to y'all that without really adding texture this time, I've managed to create this depth and layering, and I quite like the layout, the way it's turned out. Uh, and I'm always going to cherish even this memory of creating this live and laughing about it, and this whole Alice in Wonderland conversation, the cakes and everything. And I'm so grateful to you all. Thank you guys. With all these silly YouTube glitches that happened today, you all have still come back, and you're here, you're supporting, and this encouragement, this support really, really means a lot. As we've all been talking about it almost every stream, that it's the support that really gets our boat sailing. So thank you so much for all your love, your support, your comments, for showing up, and the way you just encourage all of us. Sending you all so much love, and yeah, that's about it. In 2 minutes, let's hop on to Heather's channel and continue our chat there. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Sarah, Maninder, Nunu, Marina, Penny, Carolyn. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Nikki, thank you so much. And yeah, just that. Thank you, guys. See you all. Thank you.